We're at Ellie's Funeral Home here in Muleshoe, and they have had a wonderful display of soldiers who have been killed in action since when?
Since 9/11, since the War on Terror began.
9/11, and they're one of our own is in this.
It's on this wall. Right now, there's 618 of them on my wall. We just added another. We'll actually get permission from his family this coming Thursday. He's from the Spearman area.
And where are you headed?
I'm headed to Perryton, Texas next. I'll be there for one day on Thursday.
Now, Bobby Withrow, is this a project just of yours?
No, ma'am. The family that started it, they're from Nebraska. Their son is on the Nebraska wall, and they started making one for every state. They've got about 25 of them for each state, and then they made a couple of national ones that travel the country.
Wonderful. And this is so important to remember the individuals who died for us, for we can live in freedom today.
Yes, ma'am. It's very important that we never forget each and every one of them on the wall. I've met quite a few of the families, and what it brings to them, I can't ever imagine any greater gift that I can give them than to keep doing this.
Now, what about your expenses in doing this?
My expenses, I make it a little bit because for each location, they do have to pay a fee. I have to take off work. I pay for the van. I pay for the gas, insurance, and everything. Right now, we're trying to collect money to get me another van to keep me going. I've got 350,000 miles on it, so I'm not going to make it much farther, but hopefully God will take care of me.
I'm sure he will. And now, thank you for doing this for Texas, right?
Yes, ma'am. These are all Texans. There's 618 Texans on this wall.
Now, what is the name of the young man that you just added?
The one we just added is Cameron Meddock. He is from the Spearman area, which his family, we're hoping, will be at the Perryton event we have going on Thursday.
Now, where will you go after Perryton?
After Perryton, I don't have anything until I go to Victoria in April, and then I go to Odessa in April as well.
Now, are you doing this on your own time?
I take off work. I own my own business. I started it just so I could do this. I had gotten injured on my regular job and was laid off consequently, and the opportunity to do this came up, and I couldn't say no for obvious reasons. So.
Well, now tell me, how did the opportunity come to you individually?
Well, I had been doing benefits for veterans and cancer patients, and a friend of mine, she was a Blue Star mother. She still is. She knew about me, and she got a phone call asking if she knew anybody, because the family that was going to take care of it, to move it around, they had to back out at the last minute. They're a Gold Star family, and they backed out. So I got a phone call just before Christmas, said, "Hey, we need somebody to start doing this."
This Christmas?
It was almost 5 years ago.
Oh, 5 years
yes.
ago, Christmas.
I started a 1-year contract 5 years ago. So I'm still doing it, and I was supposed to give it up this December, but the people that were going to take it over, they had to back out at the last minute, and the alternative was for it to go sit on a shelf in Nebraska, and that's not going to happen. That'll never happen.
Wonderful. Thank you for doing that. Now, tell us, we have a young man from Muleshoe who's on this wall.
Yes, Chad Bells. His mother actually works here at the funeral home. It was a very big honor for her. She watched me set it up, and I made sure that she was here when I set her panel up, her son's panel.
Now, how many panels are there?
I've got 20 panels. Each one's 10 foot long, so the whole exhibit is 200 foot long.
Now, what about if you add someone? What do you do about that?
As we get 4 of them, as you can see on the wall here, there's 4 of them on each board. We'll put one together. The family in Nebraska that takes care of it, Bill and Yvonne, they get permission from the families, and they get a private photograph as well as their military photograph, and they put it on there.
And there's pictures of all kinds of events on this wall.
Yes, ma'am. They each person that comes to see it, they can leave a note, a personal note, and we'll attach it. We'll laminate the note and we'll attach it so it stays with the memorial forever.
Oh, wonderful. Isn't that great? Now, do the families read this?
Yes, quite a few of the families. Like when I got here, Miss Bells, that was the first thing she wanted to see was who put notes on her son's picture, and that really made her day to see that people were remembering her son.
Wonderful. And now, you don't have anything, but how can they contact you until April?
If they have interest in this memorial, they can go to the rememberingourfallen.org site.
Rememberingourfallen.org.
O-R-G. Or they can contact me at 512-796-1795. My name is Bobby Withrow.
Now, Bobby, tell me, this van that you are in, well, is it going to go very much further?
No, it's pretty much on its last legs. Like I said, it's got right at 350,000 miles on it, and I got an oil leak. I've got a power steering leak. The headliner's falling, but if you see my van, which I'll get them to take a picture of it and show it on this, you'll understand why it's so important and what it means to me.
Now, are you a veteran yourself?
Yes, ma'am. I did 12 years in the Navy. I was a Chief Petty Officer, and then I did 5 years in the Texas State Guard.
Wonderful. Thank you for your service. Now, this is also a service, especially to these families.
Yes, ma'am. This is, to me, it's the biggest service we can provide for the families of our fallen.
And now this is just since 9/11.
Yes, ma'am. Ever since we declared war to help with the war on terror.
And now, tell me, how can we contact you individually?
Again, you can call me on my phone number, 512-796-1795, or you can go to Facebook, and you'll see a picture of my van, so you know it's me. It's got a Remembering Our Fallen, and the van is wrapped in an American flag, so you definitely can't miss that.
No, I know you can't. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. And I know that you're going to keep it going.
Yes, ma'am. I have no plans to stop. I need to financially, but, like I said, God will take care of us.
Absolutely, He will.